Yo, what's good everyone? Today we'll be talking about all things Calcharo. I've done a lot of research to make this video. I'm talking like 30 tabs being open simultaneously, my PC almost exploding, reading over 50 plus Reddit threads, watching every single Calcharo guide known to man. Because I want my Calcharo to be the best, and I want yours to be the best too. So I made this video to compile everything I've learned about Calcharo, his kit, playstyle, best weapons, best echoes, his best teams, as well as their rotations. As always, there will be timestamps in the description. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss my next video. And with all that being said, let's begin. So let's go over Calcharo's kit real quick. He has a 5-hit basic attack string that looks like this. His resonance skill has 3 parts to it, and it can be casted up to 3 times. Each different cast is a different slash attack. This first part of his resonance skill. It's the second part. It's the third part. Every time you get a hit on your resonance skill, your bar will fill up on the bottom. When you have a full charge on your bar, your next heavy attack will be a special heavy attack that looks like this. His normal heavy attack does not have that slam attack, it just looks like this. That's his normal heavy attack. The most optimal combo for Calcharo, without using his resonance liberation, would be to weave in his resonance skill in between his basic attacks, like this. So you'll do your first basic attack, the resonance skill, second basic attack, resonance skill, then you third, fourth, fifth, the resonance skill. You want to do that because the 5th attack of Calcharo's basic attack string has a lot of end lag, as you can see. He just stands there for like a second doing absolutely nothing. So you want to cancel that animation with another resonance skill. And you want to finish it off with a heavy attack, like so. So, I'll show you in a faster way so you can see how it looks like without any lag or interruptions. Base attack, resonance skill, base attack, resonance skill, base attack 3, 4, 5, resonance skill, then heavy attack. Now his resonance liberation turns him into a Super Saiyan mode pretty much. It's called Deathblade gear. And in this state, you generate stacks differently. So instead of generating stacks with your resonance skill, you generate stacks with your basic attack string. And at 5 stacks, you will get a similar special heavy attack that does more damage and generates more energy. So this is what his resonance liberation looks like. Now the most optimal combo for Calcharo during his resonance liberation is just to spam your basic attack string because it pretty much does everything for you. So when Calcharo uses his resonance liberation, he will automatically have max stacks on his 4J circuit, which means his first attack during his resonance liberation will be a special heavy attack, which you can see here. Cast by resonance liberation, automatically do a special heavy attack. From there, you spam your basic attack, and you'll be able to do 2 more special heavy attacks if you don't get interrupted. The second one, and it's the third one. And that's pretty much his entire kit. Calcharo's current blessing slot weapon is the 5-star Lustrous Razor, which is the broad blade in the 5-star standard weapon banner that you can get, with the 5-star Verdant Summit coming second, which is Jian's weapon. For 4-star weapons, his best in slot would be the broad blade from the Battle Pass, which is called Autumn Trace, and the next best 4-star is the Helios Cleaver, which you can get from summoning. As for echoes, his best in slot is the 5-piece Void Thunder set, which gives you electro damage bonus. For the echoes, you want to run a 4-3-3-1-1 build. The 4-cost echoes will have a crit rate or crit damage main stat depending on what you need more of. The 3 cost can either be electro damage bonus main stat, or if your attack stat is low, you can replace one of the electro damage bonus main stat echoes with an attack percent main stat echo. The 1 cost echoes will always have a attack percent main stat. A good alternative until you reach a good 5-piece Void Thunder set is a 2-piece Void Thunder set with a 2-piece Lingering Tune set with a 4-4-1-1-1 setup. For this setup, one of your 4 cost echoes will have crit rate as its main stat, and the other 4 cost echo will have a crit damage main stat, which gives you a great balance of the 2. All your 1 cost echoes will all have a attack percent main stat. Now as for the activatable main echo, the best in slot main echo for Calcharo is the Tempest Memphis, not to be confused with the Thundering Memphis. On paper, the Thundering Memphis seems to be the better option because it gives you both 12% electro damage bonus and a 12% resonance liberation damage bonus, which is great for Calcharo because in his resonance liberation state, his heavy attacks count as resonance liberation damage. However, Thundering Memphis has a 6 attack string, and in order to get the electro damage and resonance liberation damage buffs, you need to commit to the 6 attack. If you don't commit to the 6 attack, you don't get the buffs. This can be extremely problematic in late game / end game runs or content because when using Thundering Memphis, you are locked into his attack string and are vulnerable to attacks. And if you want the bonus, you need to stay until the last attack. Tempest Memphis, on the other hand, only has a 2-hit attack string and still gives you the 12% electro damage bonus. It also gives you a 12% heavy attack damage bonus, which is helpful, but not as impactful as Wuthering Memphis's Resonance Liberation damage bonus. However, it is a small price to pay for the convenience and safety of Tempest Memphis, which is why you should use Tempest Memphis instead of Wuthering Memphis. As for teams, let's go over a free-to-play team and a light spender team. The free-to-play team will require no other 5-star other than Calcharo, and the light spender team will require one more 5-star, which is Verina. For the free-to-play team, you can run Calcharo, Yangyang, and Baizhi. Yangyang will run a 5-piece Moonlit Cloud set with Impermanence Heron as the main echo, which upon activation, your next outro skill within the next 15 seconds will give the incoming character a 12% damage boost for 15 seconds. Baizhi will run a 5-piece Rejuvenating Glow set, which increases the attack of the entire team by 15% for 30 seconds after healing allies, and the Bellborn Giacolone as the main echo for the shield and 10% damage bonus on activation. The rotation for this team is as follows. You start the battle with 3 hits of Calcharo's Resonance skill to fill his Forte circuit. Then you swap to Yangyang, use her Echo, Resonance skill, and Liberation until her Concerto energy is full. Then you swap to Calcharo and activate the Tempest Memphis Echo. After Tempest Memphis uses his 2-hit attack, you then use Calcharo's Resonance Liberation and then spam basic attacks. After his Resonance Liberation runs out, use the Forte circuit stacks you acquired earlier to perform a final enhanced heavy attack. Then swap to either Yangyang or Baizhi depending on if you need healing or not. For the light spender team, you can run Calcharo, Sanhua, and Verina. Similar to the previous team, Sanhua will run a 5-piece Moonlit Cloud set with Impermanence Heron as the main echo, and Verina will also run a 5-piece Rejuvenating Glow set with Bellborn Giacolone as the main echo. Verina's outro skill gives a 15% all-type damage deepen to your party members for 30 seconds. A damage deepen is a multiplier on your damage. Sanhua's outro ability gives a 30% basic attack damage bonus to the next character that switches in. You can see why these two work great with Calcharo. The idea is to funnel all the damage buffs into Calcharo, who is the hyper carry of the team. What you want to do with this team is start with Calcharo's Resonance skill to get the 3 stacks on his Forte circuit, like before. Next, you want to swap to Verina and use her Echo, as well as her Resonance skill and basic attacks until her Concerto energy is full. Once it is full, cast her Resonance Liberation, and then either do a charged attack or mid-air basic attack to trigger her healing ability, which also triggers the damage buff from the 5-piece Rejuvenating Glow set. Then swap to Sanhua, use her Echo, and then use her Resonance Liberation, her heavy attack to detonate the ice, her Resonance skill, and then heavy attack again to detonate the ice again, until you have full Concerto energy. Once you have full Concerto energy, switch to Calcharo to trigger Sanhua's outro skill, which gives the basic attack damage bonus. Calcharo will then activate Tempest Memphis for the 2-hit attack string and electro damage bonus and heavy attack damage bonus. Then activate his Resonance Liberation and spam his basic attack. Once his Resonance Liberation runs out, he should have max stacks on his Forte circuit because you charged it up earlier, so perform a final enhanced heavy attack. And that is the whole rotation. Here's what it looks like with notes so you can follow. And that is everything. We went over his kit, his best weapon, best echoes, best teams, and their rotations. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below. If you liked this video and you thought it was helpful, please let me know by liking the video and subscribing so you don't miss my next video. With all that being said, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Peace.